You guys, welcome to today's video. Today is day 1 of 2 of my Sephora haul try on for the Sephora event. I can't remember what it's called. Sephora's Savings Event, Spring 2023. I mentioned in my last video that I actually went to store to look at some lip colors for my second look, and I bought 3 lip colors and I had to get my mascara. And I did do another order online for the new Armani blushes. This I ordered at 12:03 on Friday morning and I received it on Monday. The blush I ordered at 12:03 on Saturday. That's when it was available to Rouge. And I just got an email yesterday saying I'm not going to get it until Monday the 24th. So we'll be talking about that later, but let's talk about what I got. First of all, I got the Rose Perfecto Liquid Balm in Milky Nude, and I'm looking forward to that. I got a new Laura Mercier blush, new to me. This is in the color Fresco. I got the Dior Rouge Velvet Matte Lip, but I got the wrong color. I got it in 760, so we'll do swatch comparison with 999, which is what I meant to get, and what I'm wearing right now. I really wanted to do a neutral kind of look, but it moved on from neutral, and when I finished shooting, I thought, I don't want to take this off. I love it too much. I got the Laura Mercier Petal Soft Crayon in Ella. I got from Sephora the 12-hour waterproof eyeliner, and I just realized that it has a smudger here, so that's kind of cool. Didn't see that earlier. And I got the Valentino blush in a different color, and boy is it pretty. So this will be the center of my second look, where the Laura Mercier blush is the center of today's look. And then, as promised, I got my shampoo. I just can't. This is the shampoo I've been loving the most lately. It's the Kerastase Blonde Absolute Hydrating Illuminating Shampoo, and it just helps to tone down brassiness. It's not a purple shampoo. It is lightly lavender, and honestly, it might not even be lavender. That could just be the bottle. But it's helpful if you have color-treated hair without going to a blooming shampoo. I got the K18 leave-in mask. This I love. I cannot be without. I washed my hair the other day and did a couple of highlights, and I didn't do this. I did the Shuamura, which is a mask, because I felt like I did little highlights over here, and when I first took off the foils, I thought, oh my god, that's way too much, and it's a brass attack. So I put the Shuamura mask all over, you know, this section of my head, and then I did another purpling, but not as purple as the Shuamura. If you have color-treated hair, blonde hair, and you've gone a little brassy, when you color your hair, your cuticle is quite open. It can receive that. So maybe it was really brassy, and I was able to tone it down nicely, or maybe not. But I'm not doing the K18, which is the point today. I did something else, and I have a feeling I didn't rinse it all the way out. Anyway, this is fantastic. It repairs your hair. If your hair is getting coarse as you get older, if you have color-treated hair, if you have hair that's damaged through perms or straightening or whatever, I highly, highly recommend that. The Augustinus Butter Ultimate Soothing Cream. I use this at night. It's my final step, and my Tatcha Cleansing Oil again. If you've been here for a while, you've heard me go on and on about this. I cannot be without it. I am without it right now. I do have 2 other cleansing oils that I've gotten recently, but they're not like this. This is a little bit thicker, and yet it has a lot of slip. And I use it, yes, to wash my face, but I also use it for facial massage, which I do almost every day. So I'm not even going to put this in my backup area because I'm out. Tatcha oil, love it. And now my other oils will be designated to just cleansing, and this will be cleansing and facial massage. And I've talked about it at length in the last video. So that's what I got, and let's go ahead and put on this look. So when I was first imagining doing this video for the neutral look, I thought that I might want to go in with my palette from Dior called Soft Cashmere. But of course, when I received this yesterday, my package yesterday, I started to play, And I put the blush on my eyes and it was pretty cool. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Also, this is a warm color, but this is Fresco. Fresco has been around for a long time. It's nothing new, but I think it fits into that nude category really well. And even though people don't talk about Laura Mercier blushes anymore, it's always the new. It's always what's happening. And new brands especially. This is a brand that's been around for quite a long time, maybe 30 years. These are beautiful blushes. They feel incredibly soft, and last night when I opened it, it was getting dark, so I had lamplight on, and there's little teeny bits of shimmer in here, kind of like the RMS, but it doesn't have as much, so it gives you a little bit of something, and it immediately reminded me, again, different light, of something else I have. So I'm just going to do a heavy-ish swatch and compare this to two things. So this is Fresco, and this is the Lancôme Mel Glaze, or Glacé, I'm not sure. And here they are together. They look pretty similar, I think. I'm just looking in the monitor right now, and this one looks lighter and maybe even a little pinker, but I'm going to swatch it anyway. It has that same kind of finish, but I don't know, it just kind of reminded me, so I wanted to do swatches of these two. The sun is in and out. Yeah, I think that's a little bit more pink, but similar in depth of tone. And when I put my hand down like this, I can see things a little bit differently. There is a reflective quality to the Lancôme, so I just swatched it all the way down so you can get a good idea. Warmer, for sure. And then the other thing that I had been using in this position, a nudish kind of blush in the powder world, is the Patrick Ta in She's So LA. And of course, these swatches are heavy, and this one is a lot more pigmented. There's the Patrick Ta. I feel the Patrick Ta might be a little bit more neutral than this one. So I'm just going to get out my brush. I put on my foundation about 20 minutes ago, so I haven't done any powdering. I think it'll be fine. You know what, let's just give it the best setup possible, and going on with a little bit of my by Terry. Silky brush, and it picks up super nicely. Look how that picks up. I'm just going to work it into the brush. I'd rather build than try to take away. Hope I didn't get too much. Here, I think I prefer the application on this side. I went a little too far. Hello, Beauty Blender. I really don't like it with dark colors, especially, to take my blush all the way to the hairline. This reminds me of the way people did makeup when I was in high school. And well, you know, I graduated in '80, but it's an '80s, late '70s kind of a thing. I much prefer to have 2 inches. There's a bone here. The orbital bone kind of connects to the cheekbone. That's what I want, a little bit of a C. And as you can see, I did not do that on this side, so I'm just going to put a little foundation there. Now for eyes, I have 3 things. I already told you that I put this Sephora brand liner in my bag, and I mentioned in my what I bought video that I went in store and picked up a couple of things, and I will show you the lip colors I got later on, but my mascara is old, is going in the trash, and I got a new one. This is in the color Dream On, and it's a beautiful, really balanced brown. And I love the fluttery lashes that this gives me, so I'm happy to have that on. And I'm so glad I remembered before the sale was over, because last year I totally forgot my Hourglass pencil. I thought I was fine on this, which I use for my waterline. And maybe a week or 2 weeks after, I got to the last nub. But yeah, we definitely want to take advantage of the sale. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with eyes, if I'm going to dip into that Dior, but I do want to show you what this looks like on the eyes because I think it's a great monochromatic look. And I use blush on the eyes all the time, but I usually do something a little pinker. So I just want to see, this seems to me, I mean I tried it last night, but it was lamplight, and I thought, this is a really sophisticated little look. And just all over the lip. I feel you look eye to eye, and there's such a difference just to have a little bit of color there and help recede my hood and make sure my hood doesn't look white, and yet it's super, super fast and easy. If you need to get out, but you want to look decent, I highly recommend blush, but especially when your blush is this neutral. So let's break into this. This is a mechanical, so this is thinner than the Hourglass. I feel like I kind of have to go back and forth. The benefit of being thin though is I can get it in between my lashes if I see any kind of skin spots. But I like this. And when I'm done with this side, we'll do a comparison to the Charlotte Tilbury. So here's the Sephora brand, and it feels pretty soft. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury, which is a pencil that you sharpen. Okay, there is a difference in the color. Charlotte Tilbury right here, really not well thought out swatch. A little bit of a yoga pose here. So here's the Charlotte Tilbury, and here's the Sephora. The Charlotte Tilbury to me looks a little bit more gray. And maybe it's a teeny bit lighter in tone. Or it's a slightly different gray. The Sephora is definitely gray. They're just a little bit different in tone. But look, if you're doing your waterline, you're not going to see a huge, huge difference. So far we're doing good. I want to fill out my brows a little bit, and then we'll look at lips, and then we will do a couple of shades from the Dior palette. So I have 3 lip colors, and we're going to put them all on so you can see what's going on, but one of them is actually a red. There were 2 nudie things that I was thinking of doing to go with this nudish look. And this is the Rose Perfecto in Milky Nude from Givenchy. Tube looks like this, so it does have that swirl thing, but don't pay attention. And this is what she looks like. And this has this faux leather on the lid, which is actually, it has a very luxurious feeling, as well it should. Now I have a color similar to this from Victoria Beckham called, I can't remember what it's called, but it's much more opaque. And I feel that it gives me just a little bit of a milky look, milky nude. So I'm really actually quite pleased with this. I'm going to go get a liner that I have in the other room, and we'll just see what this looks like with a liner. So I got a couple things from Victoria Beckham, and this is an 02. And I don't think this actually needs a liner, but there you go. That's what it would look like with a liner. And this is really actually pretty. And remember, I don't have mascara on. I have just a little bit of blush on my eyes, and I think it's super pretty and super neutral, but it's not done. Let's go on with another color. The Petal Soft Lip Crayon in Ella, and I tried this on last night as well, naturally, of course I did. And this looks like the kind of thing, whenever I don't know what to wear, she goes on the lip. These are so comfortable. For me, this is a Your Lips But Better kind of color. Super comfortable, gives you a finish, if you will, you know, instead of going without a lip, but it's just not, it's not a statement, and I really like that. Let's do some mascara, and then I want to show you the Dior lip that I got. So this is a very unusual wand, and you can do whatever you want, but apparently you take it flat, and that's how you get it on your lash, and then you comb it through afterwards. And I know it sounds strange, but it transfers really nicely. And look at what a pretty fluttery kind of lash that is. A natural looking lash, without and with. And again, if you haven't seen my other video, I like a brown because it's not as hard. And I think those of us who have lighter eyes, I'm hazel, blue-eyed, lighter complexion, if your eyes are smaller, black mascara is lovely, but it's not always appropriate, and I feel that it makes my eyes look a little smaller. So I get the mascara effect where I have lashes, but I don't feel that it makes my eyes look too small. And that's why I like the gray pencil too. So here's a very, very, very simple eye, cheek, and lip look that I think is super put together. So let's change it up, shall we? This palette is cool, and I think that's part of the reason why I thought, maybe not. Maybe not, but we're going to see if we can make it work. I love letting my hair down because it smells so good. I feel like this might be the least cool color, but I think they're all kind of cool. And I'm just going to take it with my Chikuhodo and maybe carve out a little bit of a orbital bone for myself. These are just so fantastic on crepey skin. It's crazy. And I'm just going to blend the edge a little bit, barely touching. I'm going to take a brush that's a little smaller and go in with this one because this one is actually a little darker, and just go over that area that I just did. Okay, my eye is now bigger, but it totally works. I don't think I want to do any more. I mean, I kind of want to go in with this one. Let's go in with this one. But I went from a more casual look to a little bit of a bigger look, and I'm going in with my rougher 33. I hope you partook of that rougher sale. I think it will go on until they're out of product. And there's a little bit of lightness, not too much. It's a beautiful, beautiful palette. And the Dior formulas are fantastic for crepey lids. So if you don't like this, take a look at their other colors. It's something you definitely want to get at the sale and get 20% off. Finally, a non-brown lip. This is the Dior Velvet Mattes, which I love. They are very, very comfortable for something that is matte, or even for something that's not matte. It's a Dior Rouge, and I meant to get the color 999, which I have a little mini of somewhere, and I will find it, and we'll do a comparison swatch, but I accidentally did the color that is called Favorite Velvet, and it's in 760. So, yeah, the old and addled mind. That's the color right here, and this has pink in it. Which, you know, there are people who can only do orange reds, and people who can only do pink reds, and people who really fall in the middle. I feel like I can do either. I might have had a little bit of that gloss on, so it's not getting the full matte, matte, matte effect right now. It's a beautiful, beautiful color, and I think it works actually with the colors that I'm doing right now. But I also feel like I think I want the other color. This is the 999, and this is the one I have on now, which is 760. So the 999 in comparison actually looks more orange red, where I thought it was kind of a neutral red. I'm just going to put that on for kicks. But so 760, and I think it works fine with the color story I have right now. I think this color works better for me. I do. So I think I have to send that back and get the 999. And so you guys, that's, you know, look number one, a more warm, neutral look until I did the eyes, and then it became a cool, neutral look. And I just want to see, so the liner is still there. Good start. We definitely wanted to be there for the first 15 minutes, and I'll let you know in my next video. Because I'll probably use it again in the next video, how it lasted for me, and if it compares to the wear of the Hourglass. I love the Hourglass, don't get me wrong, But if I can find something in a gray that lasts, because the one that I'm using right now is from Charlotte Tilbury, and it doesn't last for too long in the waterline, that would be swell. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts, and the next time you see me, I will be doing my more lavender look, which I'm super looking forward to. Until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I'm wishing you good health.